Hi, everyone. Hi, BTC. I'm Anna Cantu, Global Board Artist, reporting live from Houston, Texas. Welcome to the Chi Studios. That's right, we're live in Houston, and we're so excited that you're joining us. We have something new and amazing to launch with you guys today. We have an amazing opportunity, but also that we have some amazing products that we're going to go ahead and showcase for the next 30 minutes. So I'm so excited that you joined us. Guys, introducing brand new, fresh off the shelves, fresh from Chi. We have our amazing Bleach and Shine. This is a revolutionary, amazing lightning system that can lift up to 9 levels of lift. But not only that, it's going to go ahead and protect the integrity of the hair. You're going to have amazing results and amazing lifting action. So we're going to go ahead and share one of our favorite techniques as well and break down our lightener, how to work with it, what to do when you're balayaging as well over pre-lightened hair, and also how to protect the hair from the inside out with the integrity and the amazing other little product that goes right in it with it is the bond and seal. So this is that perfect protein bond builder that is already in the product itself. So you don't have to mix it with anything else. This is going to be that perfect system. So let's go ahead and get started. How do we prep the hair? It is so important that we use our bond and seal. So whenever you get this into the salon, this is a 98% all natural product. And what I do is I like to do a light mist before I like to section. We already go ahead and did that already. But if we're working with pre-lined hair, I love to put this on right at the ends before I go ahead and bleach. This is like that protector, that amazing bond builder that's going to go ahead and strengthen that hair, protect it from that lifting action, and it's going to be perfect to give you amazing results. So we're going to go ahead and showcase real quick on how we apply a fine baby light right into the front area. And then we're going to go ahead and break down our amazing sectioning that just really breaks down so easily in the salon. This is a technique that I do so much in the salon that allows me just to be able to apply and create that high level of lift super fast, and also to be able to lift that hair so easily. So anything that you want, guys, make sure to share and comment, ask your questions. Why? Because we're having an amazing giveaway. So we have 2 different giveaways that we're going to be going on. So we need your comments and your questions. And of course, if you want your lightning system in your hands so quickly, I want everyone to go to pro.chi.com. Make sure to get your hands on our amazing lightener. How we're going to go ahead and close that right in there. Pinch. One of the great things that I love about our lightener, and I've played with quite a bit of lighteners professionally, and what you're discovering with certain lighteners is they start to expand. And that's something that's really nice, that our lightener doesn't expand. It's not going to be oozing out of the foils. You can use heat with it, which I love. So you can get those maximum levels of lift. With other lighteners, what you're getting is you're not getting that level of lift, or you can't use them on the dryer. So that's something that I love about our lightener. So real quick, let's go over our sectioning. So everyone's always doing that money piece, that chunkier front. That's that detailed work. So I sectioned off a nice triangle right on top. We're going to go ahead and target that right now. Then I went in and did a diagonal right to the ear point. So that's what you see right there. We braided it off. Did the same thing on the opposite side. So once we have these 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, we went into our top temple area, curved around, created that nice U shape where it went to our apex. That's that large section. Now we went in from that point all the way to the other ear point, creating a triangle. So you have 5 sections in there. And then just to go ahead and target and place in our foils before we balayage, we went ahead and targeted this whole area, created a low V right into the nape area. This is what you're going to start doing all your detail work when you lift that hair in a ponytail, or you create that beautiful high updo. You have that nice detail work that goes underneath. Hey, so I went ahead and started off. Yes.
We have some questions for you.
Already? Okay, yeah, let's start it off.
So how many levels of lift do you get from this bleach?
Okay, guys, you can get a total of 9 levels of lift. Let's go ahead and explain that right in there. So 9 levels of lift or more. So it really depends on what you're starting with. So let's go ahead and talk about some formulations. You can go ahead and use our Bleach and Shine with your 10, 20, 30, and 40 volume. If you're going to get 1 to 2 levels of lift, you're going to do 1 scoop of your bleach, 1 scoop of your 10 volume. If you're going to get 2 to 4 levels of lift, you're going to go ahead and do equal parts as well, 1 and 1, but you're going to go ahead and use your 20 volume. And then, of course, if you're going to go ahead and get that 5 to 6 levels of lift, we're going to mix 1 scoop of our lightener to 1.5 of our 30 volume. If you're balayaging, I always like to put in a little bit of my developer, so I can go ahead and do it to 1 or 2 just to have that more smoother consistency when I'm painting over the hair. And then, of course, when you're doing 7 to 8 levels of lift, you can go ahead and do 1 to 2 ounces of your 40 volume. That's something that's really nice because in our hairdressing world, everyone's like, oh my God, don't use 40. I've used 40. I've used that where I'm getting beautiful lifting action, but the integrity of the hair is intact, which is so important. And the only way you're going to be able to see it and see the results is by you doing it. Is by you purchasing your bleach and shine and your bond and seal. We're going to go ahead and share some techniques as well that whenever you're at that perfect lifting level, we go ahead and use our bond and seal to go ahead and stop and slow down that activation. But also, too, what we're doing is we're strengthening that hair from the inside out. So what this does with our bond and seal and that protein bond builder that's in there, what we're doing is we're connecting those hair fibers as we're lifting. So you're going to feel it when you rinse out that hair. You're seeing the integrity of the hair. It's intact. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And you have a gorgeous light level. So make sure to go to Farouk Systems and to chi.com to see all of our amazing videos that we've had recently. So let's go ahead and get back right into this. We're going to go ahead and put in our next little baby light. Okay, perfect. Yes.
So someone is asking, why doesn't it expand? I'm not sure what she means by that.
Why doesn't it expand?
Yes.
Must be the technology with the hemp and the aloe that's right in there. So that's something that's really different, guys. There's nothing on the market right now that has this technology. We have hemp, we have aloe. We know the properties of that aloe and how it strengthens the hair. But what we're doing with that hemp is putting in that protein, and what it's doing, it's protecting that hair. So our lightener is not expanding. That's something that's so amazing. So we're being able to work from the inside out and be able to lift that beautiful hair without destroying the hair. So I hope that answered your question, but I love that technology, and also too that it has these amazing revolutionary ingredients that are in the product itself. Remember, we're always looking about what's in a like what's new, what's hot, what's innovative, and she always brings it. And of course, this is a whole new level of lightening with that hemp. There's nothing else on the market itself. So I love it. I use it every day in the salon, use it on my hair. Level 3, lifting up that hair, perfect, nice bleach results every single time with your bleach and shine. So we're starting off with our gorgeous model with our 20 volume. And that's what I did with one of the videos that you're going to go ahead and see that's going to be on BTC. We started off with 20 volume just because it was a more detailed work, but it was taking a little time, right, to do all these sectioning and really lift all that hair up. We started off with 20, and then we finished off with 30. So taking that in there, brushing that. That's so perfect. So another thing that you're going to see on that amazing video on BTC is the styling and all the stuff that we use on the model itself. In the model, we did not do a toner at all. We had some stuff that we're going to go ahead and showcase with you guys and share with you guys a little bit later on how we neutralize that hair and had it so perfectly in a nice, beautiful honey light blonde. So make sure to go ahead and leave your comments. Go ahead and ask questions. Why? Because that's the only way you're going to get our grand prize. So love that. Taking that in there, putting in my foil, locking it in there, curving my rat tail comb. I love the consistency of the product, but it's really the results. For me, it's all about the integrity of the hair. How is it going to feel afterwards? How safe is it? And for me, it's especially with working with darker canvases, working with color treated hair that has, that layered upon layered toner. This is that perfect combination, that perfect lift. And I love that I can use the dryer with it. and I can have that balayage with it, or I can go ahead and put it in my foils. And with other systems, it's kind of, it's one or the other. You know, I can be the one that's creating the kind of lift that I want with my lightener. That nice silk cream base. Of course, we have that silk right in there. It has that natural blue tone. So this is going to help tone as we're lifting, brushing it up, making sure I'm saturating my product. And of course, guys, I always recommend to measure, please, all the time, just to get that perfect consistency. So once we have those little baby lights, I like to twist this. Why? Because we're going to come back and bleach that right out. Same thing on the opposite side. Now, when we're working on their side sections, we went ahead and went horizontal. Now we're going to start moving into a diagonal.
Anna, you have a lot of questions now.
Okay.
Alrighty, so how big are you making the section?
How big am I making the sections as far as my part? I'm taking about 1/8 of an inch. Now, of course, guys, you know, this is a mannequin. She's going to not lift the best, right? But when I'm working with darker canvases, that level 3, it is so important that I take those fine sections where I can read and see through, because I need it to lift evenly. All right. So if I'm cheating and I'm trying to take some big old sections, it's not going to go ahead and work all the way through. All right. So fine sections is so important. It's really about that placement. I did all that detail work already around the front. So when she picks her hair up, it's going to be gorgeous no matter what, right? But this is where we start to create that dimension. So I would take that 1/8 of an inch, maybe take about 1/2 an inch, then take that next foil, and so on and so on. This is where I add a little bit of that depth just to separate the back to backs that I have right there. All right. I hope that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
If you have no heat, how long will 30 volume take to process?
So thank you so much for that question. So it pretty much, if you're leaving it at room temperature and you're getting high levels of lift, it really depends on where we're starting from, right? So I would say about a level 3, let's just say, because that's like a super dark and a color that we always work with. Level 3, 30 minutes. I would say it's going to jump you up to about maybe almost a 9 from a 3. 30 minutes, perfect. I use, for me, heat, even if it's 10 minutes low heat. So always low heat. Not only does it keep me on time, but it keeps me where I can know what the lifting action is doing. So if I'm finishing, I'm foiling her, put her even around a warm area or our vents or our circulation air, our heat lamps. 10 minutes low heat is perfect. And then I can let her sit out for the next 20. That's going to go ahead and help that first 10 minutes of activation to start pushing through and lifting. So it's really up to you and what you're starting with. If the hair's virgin, piece of cake. If it's artificial color, dark box dye, obviously it's a little bit more color correction. It's going to take a little bit more time to go ahead and lift through that. But with 30 volume, you get some amazing results. The only reason why I'm playing with 20 is just because it's a more time consuming type of technique. I hope that answers your question.
We've got another one. So
yes.
You can use this bleach with 10, 20, 30, or 40 developer.
Yes, you can. You can use our bleach and shine with every single developer. Guys, I know some of us are like, what, 10? That's kind of low. If you're working, I have girls that are first time girls getting highlights. Let's just say my teenagers that are coming into the salon and they want something a little bit softer. I love to use my 10 volume or my 20 volume and balayage their hair. Even do it with a comb where I'm painting and I'm brushing through my lightener to get those natural effects into the hair. But I'm not trying to destroy the cuticle. I'm not trying to make her super blonde. The 10 and 20 volume are really to do that slow level of lift, but also too, they're depending on your desired level that you want to go ahead and do. If you want something like this, yeah, you're going to have to use your 30 and 40 volume. But if you want something more soft and more natural, maybe a little bit more like this, 10 or 20 volume is perfect.
Another question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you prevent too much warmth when lifting brunettes in one session?
How much do I prevent too much warmth? Well, it really depends on your desired result, right? For me, I would go with a slower volume. So I would go with a 10 or a 20, especially when I'm working with brunettes that I want to just lift maybe a level or two. It's really about that lift, but that natural blue tone that's right in there is what's going to do that whole toning. Okay, so you're already going to start um, neutralizing that yellow and that orange that is exposed when lifting. It's really about the desired result at the end, right? So first, when we're lifting, what level do we want to be? Do we want to stay at a level 7? Do we want to go to a level 8? Do we want to go to a 9, a 10? Right? And that's going to determine your developer of choice. The blue submarine tone that's in our lightener is going to help neutralize that. But we have something else that we like to use when we're lifting. I'm going to go ahead and showcase that real quick, just because it's going to be a life changer, guys. Like, if you really want to have colors like this and maintain it, I've had my hair silver for 5 years now, and it's just become so much easier. So I'm going to show you some secret weapons that I like to do when I'm bleaching. One, I would shampoo the hair. This is revolutionary. This is Color Illuminate shampoo. It's 90% natural, all made in America, right? Platinum blonde. So this is going to give you that beautiful violet tone. We also have an ash that has a little bit more of that green when you're working with the red or the red orange undertones that are really being exposed. If I need to shoot it with that ash before I tone, boom, use that ash blonde. We have so many different flavors. You're going to love that. But this is going to be really nice if you're trying not to tone and keep it more cool. And then, of course, maintenance. Retail is so important. So not only are you going to be using your bleach and shine and your bond and seal, but you're going to go ahead and do one of these, which is your Color Illuminate. So any blonding, pick from your silver or your platinum. In the video, I combined both. On my hair, I use just the silver. You can use this every single time you wash your hair. Your hair is going to freaking maintain its toner. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to neutralize that hair. So sell this to your clients. They're never going to have to come back with brassy hair. This is life changing. Try that. Remember, you can get this at pro.chi.com or your Cosmoprof or your Amco. All right. So amazing, perfect combination for your blondes, and especially for the summer, it's a total must. And then, guys, we do retail our bond and seal. So whenever we're working with our lightener, color. I just did a color. Her hair just does not retain good. So we go ahead and put our bond and seal. This is going to strengthen that hair from the inside out before I inject my color, before I cover gray, and before I bleach. So if you're doing high levels of lift and that hair is a little bit more of elastic or a little borderline help, sell them this, okay? This is magical, revolutionary, perfect. Bond and seal, it's going to go ahead and strengthen that hair. So what we do is we sell this for like $25 to our clients. And what they do is they go home, they spray it on when it's wet. Then they put their favorite silk, whether it's Silk Infusion, whether it's Pearl Complex, Keratin, or our argan oil to strengthen the hair. Then they can go ahead and blow dry. This has no weight factor. So I use it in the salon, even for styling, detangling, and for before I cut hair. So this is magical as well. Let's go ahead and do one more right in here.
We have a few more questions.
Yes, ask away,
so
please.
Someone asked, can this be used on the scalp? So I'm assuming they're talking about the
yes,
and the bond and seal.
Absolutely. I use it on the scalp all the time. That's how I do my hair. So I use it on the scalp with my 20 volume. Of course, 10 and 20 volume are recommended for on the scalp. And then, of course, you can use all the developers when you're doing foils and when you're balayaging. So 10 and 20 volume are always recommended.
Another person asks, I know it doesn't thicken when it processes, but does it when you mix it in? I know some brands of bleach expands in the bowl.
Well, for me, what I like to do is I'm going to give you a little tip. What I do, right? This is, I don't know if it's fluffy. It's like a whip, pretty much. So this is what I do when I'm working with long levels of hair, or if I don't want to stop, I want to get in, I want to get out with that client. I'll mix 2 bowls. I'll start my first one with my 20 volume or 30 or whatever. And then the next one, what I'll do is I'll have the perfect measurements, but I won't stir it or mix it until I'm ready to use. I hope that helps. So every time I stir it, I'm immediately starting to work. And then if it's a little bit more of a cream, because our powder is more of a cream base, what you could do is add a 0.5 volume right in there. So add a little bit more of your developer just to have it more of a smoother and it's not more of a clay base. Hope that answers your question. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start off. We put in our foils. We do the same thing on the opposite side, continuing on with our V formation, doing that detail work all the way up. Once we have this all completed, then pretty much these are going to be start bricklaying and crisscrossing on the back. On the top section, it really depends on the density of the hair, how thick the hair is itself. If you're having a combination where you're trying to meet these two, what I'll do is I'll slice it right from that point all the way over, and then you have that perfect transition from really, really thick back to backs to that softer dimensional hair right in there. And then of course on top, it's really up to you how much lightness you want to go ahead and use. For me right now, I'm really loving the ends being super lightened. So that's what I like to do. Once I have all the foils right in there, if I'm working with a client that's been blonde already, she's coming in for her retouch, I would do it the last 5 minutes of her service, of her processing before I rinse this out. I'll go ahead and mix another fresh little batch with like 10 volume, and I'll go ahead and start to paint over that hair just so it can look a little bit brighter. So I'll take the hair straight out from that foil, starting off at a diagonal. This is really up to you as far as how high you want to go ahead and do and create that lift right in there. I'll go underneath. Making sure it's pushing all the way through. Reverse a little bit. Let it lay. Love doing this type of technique with our saran wrap as well. Love that. Love that I can create a little bit of heat, a little bit of friction right in there, but not the maximum heat that I'll get with foils. And guys, this bleach, I'm so excited to have it because we've been testing this bleach for the past 2 years, comparing it, because hemp is new. That aloe and hemp in bleach is new. Nobody is doing that. So, of course, we have our scientists right here in Houston that go ahead and create and, have us, the hairdressers, test it and push it to the limit. So this has been a 2-year in the making, and I'm so excited that you finally have the opportunity to play with this.
I have some more questions.
Perfect.
So the 3 products that you showed for shampooing and conditioning, are those shampoos and conditioners, and are they good for color correction?
They are amazing for color correction. So guys, I'm only showcasing 3. There is so many. There's, oh my God, the conditioners, we keep them in stock year round, like forever in our salon. We order it every single week because people buy them like crazy. So we have them in rose gold. We have them in teal. We have them in a lavender. We have them in the yellow blonde, auburn, chocolate. We have them in every tone that you can possibly think of. They are so conditioning to the hair, but the maintenance is the magic. The red mahogany is one of our top selling SKUs. Why? Because you will never get a more beautiful, richer red than Chi Red, of course. So those color conditioners, you use them in the salon. And I literally just had a client yesterday. She went blonde, and I was telling her the trick of the trade with that conditioner. So I told her, every time you wash your hair, put it on. You can leave it on 5 minutes, or let's just say you have a special event and you're like, oh my God, I need my hair to be beautiful silver. Leave it on 15, 20, 30 minutes. It's a conditioner. It's not going to do anything crazy to your hair. But I can tell if you overuse it, meaning your hair will start going really platinum, really, really silver. So then I tell my clients, back off and skip a week. Okay. So those are some tips that I always like to share with my clients. My redheads use the red mahogany. Their color never, never fades. So you must put your hands on that. You're going to freaking love it. Love that. All right. So we're painting it all at the end. This is something that's really nice. Once you got all your foils in place, start to tip and dip all these ends. But if she was, let's just say she was already blonde, and I'm going to boost my ends. And I do this with my clients, my blondes, maybe every 2 visits or every 3 visits, depending on the integrity of the hair. But I'll go ahead and just do like a wash with our lightener with 10 volume on the ends, just to remove that underneath toner or anything that's building on the hair because it's old hair. Then I can go back, do my platinum shampoo or silver conditioner, and then I can put my toner on. And it just gives you more of an even canvas. This is something that you don't do all the time. Do it every other or every 3 visits. But if you're working with a lightened hair that you're just like, oh my gosh, I need to like rinse it out, or I need to go ahead and start to take it off. This is something that I love to use. And I don't know if Tori, do we have a little towel where I can go ahead and put this on? But this is going to be that perfect combination. Let's just say this is ready. The back needs a little bit more time. You're going to easily use your Bond and Seal to kind of slow down the activation or to kind of stop it a little bit.
You know what?
Yes. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're going to take your lightener. Let's just say it's already white. It's like freaking perfect. You're like, oh my God, slow it down. You would take your towel, mist it through, right? And then you can start to dab a little bit and then slow down that activation. All right. That's if you're already working with the white hair, that hair that you're just like, okay, I needed to stop the activation. Perfect. So before to protect, during your service, and to strengthen the hair fibers when they go home. This is perfect. And I love, if you think about it, I love that it's a small system. So you have your lightener, you have your Bond and Seal, and it's so many different factors, but I can retell it as well because people always want what you put into the hair. So I use it for my styling, my blowouts. There's no weight factor. It's all about conditioning and restoring the hair to its perfect consistency. All right.
We have a lot of questions.
Let's ask away.
Okay, so someone's asking, when do you use the Bond spray?
Bond and Seal is before the service, before you put your bleach on, okay? And if your bleach is already activated, it is absolutely perfect blonde to slow down your activation, all right? And we use it for styling. Retell that to your client. If you're working with hair this white and this silver, and you know every single time they shampoo that hair and that water hits that cuticle opens up, that is that perfect moment for that Bond and Seal to enter the cuticle and restore that protein bond fiber into the hair. So you're not working with silicone, you're not working with plastics, you are working with organic hemp and aloe, which is so important. Guys, you know Chi, you know Farouk Systems. They are a company that believes in ingredients and quality. We have our farms here in Houston, all of our aloe vera plants, everything that we grow. That's why we can say 98% natural, 92% natural, 90% natural. You have that with Chi. So make sure if you want to go ahead and purchase, you got to go to pro.chi.com to go ahead and get that. And then, of course, use your code of BTC special. All right. So they have exclusive deals that you're going to have access to. So we're cutting the middleman out. We're going straight to you. Go there and shop. You're going to find all this amazing stuff and so much more right in there. All right. Let's go ahead and balayage a little bit more on the ends. Tori, do we have another question?
We do. We have quite a few. So we have enough for probably 2 more. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Does it dry out and flake? Yes, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Does it dry out and flake? Okay, guys. So when I did the video, you're going to see that we used our one of our brand new revolutionary stuff that's coming to the market. Cannot wait for you to see our new dryers. And we did a heat lamp. And one thing that I discovered about that heat lamp is that it stayed so much moisturized. I left the hair out directly. I didn't put any saran wrap in there or foils on these pieces on the ends, and it did not dry out. If you're using air, completely different. One is a warming, right? You're creating warmth around, so more of a temperature. But if you're blowing air, any lightener is going to dry out. So to solve that, you would get your saran wrap. I would put one underneath. So I would go right underneath here with my saran wrap, and then fold it like a little taco. Yay. It's just so much easier. Or, of course, if this is already pre-lined, you don't need to use heat. So what I would do is I would use my heat, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, let her sit out at room temperature. Then I can balayage, let it sit at room temperature with no heat, no air circulating around there, drying out my product. Okay, hope that answers your question.
One last one.
Yes.
So someone is asking, what's your opinion on lightly washing hair prior to lightening services? I've heard a few influencers state it makes for easier, more even lightening.
I mean, honestly, I always go by the base of where I'm starting from. And I always compare myself because my hair is the most difficult hair to lift. So my hair is thick, it's curly, it's resistant. It is a level 3 and it stays at an orange level. So for me, I don't think that's going to work for me. For my hair, I think I would be like a little carrot. And time is money. So why so much break down we already know what's going to go ahead and lift. So if you're working with, maybe you'll work on a lighter tone, but I work with a lot of dark hair, and I need that lifting action to go ahead and lift up. So I'm really thinking of the science behind it as far as opening up the cuticle. I don't need to do that if my lightener can go ahead and do that. All right. So to each his own. If you want to go ahead and do that, do it. Why not? You know, if it works, it makes you happy, do it. Why not? Love that. I hope that answers that question. Guys, make sure to go to pro.chi.com, put in your user code, which is BTC special, because our giveaways, and can I share what the giveaways are?
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead.
All right, guys. So we're going to give away 2 giveaways. All right. So for one of the winners, they're going to go ahead and get our Bleach and Shine system, lightning system. So you're going to get your Bleach and Shine. You're going to get your Bond and Seal. And guys, we have 2 different sizes, so you can go ahead and pick that out whenever you're purchasing. But love this tub. This tub lasts forever. I love that. Look at that. Amazing. Love it. So this is a lot of bleach. This is a lot of money. That's what I see. A lot of bleach means a lot of money. So I love that. So you can go ahead and get that right in there. So that's one of your systems and one of your gifts that you get. And then, dun, 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 look at this. Look at this bad boy right there. This is our new Chi Lava 2.0 that has that 1-inch diameter plate with volcanic lava rock minerals that are in the hair, in the plate. So when you use it on the hair, what's so important to me as a hairdresser and as a colorist is that you're not stripping the dyes out of your hair. So my hair, that's right, you're not going to remove that toner. So I flat iron my hair at 370 degrees. So remember, when we're talking about flat irons with that heat element, everyone's always thinking about heat, raising it all the way up to 450 degrees. With our Lava 2.0, it's all about the lava rock minerals that are going to help to perfect and lock in your style, whether it's waves, whether it's straight hair, whether it's bouncy texture into the hair itself. You can lower down the temperature depending on the client that you're working with. So we're going to go ahead and showcase that right now. So that is our beautiful little bleach technique. She's going to go ahead and sit right over there. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in our next gorgeous little model. Beautiful little finished result right here. And how we achieve these beautiful waves, we're going to go ahead and take this right in there, section her off, and then we have our Lava 2.0. Guys, this is made in Germany, all right? So it has that American quality and performance, but it's made in our Germany company up there. So you have this beautiful, amazing ergonomic design. You have that perfect little touch screen. See how I have it locked? I'm going to unlock it. I can raise it up, take it down. It's completely up to you. Then I'm going to go ahead and lock it at 450 degrees. That is perfect. Heats up in seconds. So nice to use in the salon. Love the color. It just feels like a new sports car. That's one thing that I love about that. So you can use it on curly hair, on wavy hair, on any texture. It don't matter. You can use this flat iron and it's going to be so perfect for your hair. And I love that you can do amazing waves with it. You're not going to fade any color. So that is so, so important. Tori, do we have any questions on our brand new Lava 2.0?
Somebody asks, what is the highest temperature that it goes to?
So it goes up to 425 degrees.
They also ask, what is the lowest temperature?
Oh, I don't know that question. So let's figure it out together, guys. The lowest, I think it's like, oh, snap. Look at 180.
That's really low.
That would do nothing to my hair. I'm just kidding. I need it high up. I need it high. No, guys. So remember, I do mine at 370 because of this fantasy color, right? So if you're working with high pigmentation colors or colors that are a little bit more sensitive, lower down your temperature, do it at 370. You're still going to get the same amazing results, but you're going to go ahead and protect that hair itself. And that's one thing that I love about our Chi tools. They're not only known around the world, since we do supply to over 150 countries, but for me, it's about the integrity. And for me, it's about this is like the number one tool in the world. So when you think about that, when you're buying your tool, you know, everyone wants to have a nice house, a nice car. This is your nice flat iron. Okay. This is that revolutionary, but perfect, gorgeous flat iron that does the job. It's going to go ahead and lock in. And remember, we're in Houston. We're all about humidity here. So we need something that's going to fight humidity, that's going to last a super long time, and of course have that amazing quality and performance that the Lava 2.0 has. So I love that. Now, you're also going to see in the video itself that we lined her hair with our bleach and shine bond and seal. We use our bond and seal to strengthen the hair before we blow dry. But finishing products, right? You're going to use your Lava 2.0, but we need some finishing products. And that's one thing that's so important with Chi is that we're always innovating. We are a company of hairdressers for hairdressers. So we're always creating amazing new stuff. So guys, this is going to be your new baby that you're going to freaking love in the salon. I've already pre-ordered it, sold out once, sold out twice. Now again, selling it out. This is a part of our Chi Vibes. You can check that out at pro.chi.com. All right. So this is our dry shampoo. We can go ahead and shake that up. Guys, this dry shampoo is magical. Magic, magic, magic. Not only does it give texture, but it just gives you that beautiful cleaning and the smell. I wish you can smell this dry shampoo. It's nice, airy. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys, but I ran out of my texture spray, my Chi texture spray, and I used my Wake and Fake before I waved the hair. It was amazing, like perfect, because it gives that perfect texture into the hair. So that is going to be your new best friend. And then of course, Chi Vibes, better together. Love this because I have the control whether if I want it to be fine for finer hair, a little bit softer, or if there's a hurricane outside or a storm, I can make it harder. So you can make it to level 1 or level 4 of hold. So freaking cool. Love that. Spray that perfectly right in there. Guys, this is our new summer products that we're using quite a bit in the salon. And I have to tell you that once I start using it in the salon and the clients start smelling it, not only do they go to the packaging, but the performance about it, you're going to freaking love it. So that's our Chi Vibes with our Lava 2.0. You're going to freaking love that. So that's super, super nice that you have the power and the control with your American-made product. So love that. Guys, any last questions?
They're all excited about the smell. They just want you to describe the smell.
The smell smells like I'm in Greece, somewhere amazing and magical, beautiful, and by an ocean. It's just breezy, light, and it just smells like Chanel. I love that. Is that okay, Tori? Can I describe it like that?
Perfect.
Okay. All right, guys. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in and spending this beautiful 30 minutes with us. Thank you so much. I just want to say to all the hairdressers out there, make everyone beautiful. Keep on being incredible. We miss you. We cannot wait to see you in the fall for Chi. So make sure to Check us out at the hair shows this fall. I cannot wait to see everyone and hug everyone. But make sure to go to pro.chi.com, put in your user code, which is BTC special. You're going to have all these amazing products, tools, and everything to not only uplift your salon, but make you more money and enjoy the amazing integrity of the hair. So make sure to check me out on my Instagram. My name is Anna Cantu. On behalf of Chi Haircare and BTC, adios. Hasta la próxima.